What's up, guys? Welcome back to Xbox Reforged, and we're taking a look at Indiana Jones and the Great Circle on Xbox Cloud Gaming. And I hopped on this about 20 minutes or so after it went live and wanted to check it out. I've been playing early access on GeForce Now's Cloud Gaming and also locally. I'm really enjoying the game a lot, and I was happy to see it finally get to xCloud at launch here and wanted to take a look. Now, we are using the PC app for this. However, these days the browser and Edge have been getting pretty good for Xbox Cloud Gaming, so if you have trouble, you might want to try that out. But anyways, this popped up here for me, and I was able to jump it right back in where I left off, of course, playing on my PC and on my Series X right here in Cloud Gaming. Now, this, as far as options, we should be around like the Series X options. This should be streaming Series X version, 60 FPS. We have the widescreen and cinematic. You can turn your motion blur on or off, chromatic aberration, all that. But keep in mind, of course, Xbox Cloud Gaming is capped to 1080p, 60 FPS, no HDR support or anything like that, and does tend to run a fairly low bit rate, which gives you some pixelation and loss of detail in the image quality. And this does stay true for Indiana Jones, unfortunately. I will be happy when xCloud eventually gets some upgrades. But with that being said, I will say the game does look pretty good on here, and it is playable, and it is trying to strive for that 1080p 60 FPS stream, and the game itself, again, on Series X is supposed to run 60 FPS most of the time as well. So ultimately, for streaming on the cloud, it's a pretty decent setup and doesn't feel too bad. It definitely feels better and looks better than Stalker 2, and it was kind of playable, but that was a 30 FPS experience that could look a little rough in the cloud. I think this is a good bit better here on Xbox Cloud Gaming. Now, I do have a good connection here as always, and I'm not that far from an Xbox server with my 1 gigabit internet and all of that, so pretty decent setup for cloud. And I used to test cloud a lot a couple of years ago, so I always had some nice setups and tweaks to my routers and all of that for the best setup I could get for cloud. So this works really well for me. You can see some of the banding and pixelation and stuff we're talking about when it comes to the bitrate. Now, we do have a video on the channel with an app that's XPlay or XBplay, and you can actually adjust your bitrate and change things a bit with that. It's not something you can use on the official app or on the browser, but that's another way to go as well to try to work on that. But officially here through Xbox Cloud Gaming with the app or the browser, this is pretty much what we've been looking at. And again, I've actually really been enjoying this game. I've been looking forward to it. Huge fan since I was a kid, being as old as I am, watching the original movies on VHS back in the day over and over again, and it is a lot of fun, and it does translate over here to Xbox Cloud Gaming just fine as well. Input latency feels just fine getting into combat or traversing. The game's not exactly hard to play anyway. It's not really fast-paced like that. It's not like a platformer or a fast-paced FPS game, but ultimately for me here, from my experience, the input latency felt really good, even though the bitrate was pretty low. But of course, that could change for everyone, depending on where you're located geologically, and your own network and all of that can affect your experience. But so far, really enjoying Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and running well here on Xbox Cloud Gaming. Alright guys, thanks a lot for coming to check out the video. As always, we really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one.
Look, you think we can pass through there?
No way to find out.
Can you get through?
Yeah! Wait there!
The gate is opening! Come on, scramble!
Hey, slow down, will ya?
Might as well be talking to the wall.
I may be a nuisance, Dr. Jones, but at least you can always count on me.
I'll keep that in mind.
Are these the Guardians?
I would guess so, yeah.
amazing.